Morning and welcome to Wednesday Coffee and Conversation. Today, my quote of the day was between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. It was by Viktor Frankl. That was my quote of the day, and while I was doing some reading this morning, it made me think how challenging it can be not to react sometimes. It's the reality of life. We get triggered. I'm responding right now. I can see over my shoulder one of the pictures is crooked, but I'm not going to react and correct it. That's driving me just a little bit crazy. It's challenging how not to react, but how negative it can be in the reacting. So, an ex-girlfriend was annoyed with me at one point, made a comment. It's like you're proud you don't get angry. There's nothing wrong with getting angry. Well, I remember when I used to be angry and I was very reactive. And after the first divorce, a decade and a half ago plus, I was angry. I was angry a lot. And I even had somebody who knew me before the divorce and after say she could feel my anger. Wasn't directed at her. I liked her. She was a friend. But I thought that was very telling. And that was one of those little aha moments. Took a little bit. And when I look at all of this, anger has not served me well over the years. It has caused me a lot of pain, frustration. It has damaged the relationship with my children. Was the anger directed at them? No. My anger was directed at my ex. But the kids are in the blast zone. I can think of a very specific event that I would give the world to go back and change. I can think of a time my son did something when I was married. This is 20 odd years ago. And my reaction was to scream and yell at him. Post-divorce, I had some angry outbursts. I literally have this little list I can go to in my head of when I got angry because I reacted. And there's not a single one of those situations that it's a positive thought. Hasn't served me well, man. Some of you are angry. So yeah, I am a little proud I don't get angry anymore because I don't react like a little boy. I respond. And I also can tell what really matters and what doesn't. Because the truth is, much of what I got angry over wasn't worth getting angry over, or definitely could have been done differently. Had I responded, evaluated a situation, I'm thinking of one in specifics, I wouldn't have reacted in anger because it was the one I was referring to about my son. He didn't do it to cause injury, to cause harm, to cause a problem. It was truly an accident, but I responded in anger. Okay? Trust me, if I'm remembering this from 20 years ago, that tells you something. So if you're angry all the time, you've got a lot of work to do because you're reacting, you're getting triggered. And it's not serving you well. And I just think if you're angry all the time, you're hurting yourself more than you realize. Don't have a script for this. So with that, I'm going to leave you. If you want to ever talk, if you're challenged, you're angry, and you're frustrated with life and your situation, Dennis Collins at manalegacy.org. There's a way to get a hold of me there. You can call me. If you like what you see on some of these things, please hit the subscribe button so that you'll know when I have a new post. And with that, men, I would challenge you to respond and not react. I want you to respond to my challenge to subscribe to this channel. And don't react when your wife or girlfriend is angry with you. Smile, hold some space for her, and let her feel safe and secure. Love you guys. Have a great week.